Survivors of some of the worst mass shootings in Canada are welcoming passage of a gun bill in the Senate. Let's go live to CTV's Jeremy Sharon with more on this. So let's talk about Bill C-21 now that it's passed. What does this mean for Canadians?
Yeah, well, Jamie, exactly. It's passed and it's expected to receive royal assent today and become law. And so this means stricter gun laws moving forward for all Canadians. Specifically, this bill targets a ban on assault-style firearms and puts a freeze on handguns, the sale, purchase, and transfer of handguns. It's also raising the max sentence for gun smugglers from 10 to 14 years, and it's aiming to ban ghost guns as well. So this is a move by the Liberal government. It was a very divisive bill. It was heavily debated in the House and then spent 6 months in the Senate, but has now passed through the Senate unchanged and will impose significantly stricter gun laws in Canada, something that supporters of this are celebrating. The Coalition for Gun Control yesterday called this a historic day, said it was game-changing and reflects more than 30 years of advocacy. Other groups like Police se souvient, which include the survivors of some gun violence incidents, notorious gun violence incidents in our country, say this is just the start and that the real impact will be determined by regulations following this bill. So many believe this is a good first step, but that continued work will need to follow this to make sure that this new law is properly imposed and then regulations that go along with it make sure that the intended impacts are felt here, Jamie.
So what are we hearing from supporters after 34 years of campaigning for stronger laws, and what kind of reaction are we getting also from the opposition on this issue?
Yeah, I mean, supporters feel this is of course a win. Like we just said, 30 years of work, they believe, has gone into this. So a big win for supporters, but there is certainly opposition as well. The Canadian Coalition for Firearms Rights says this is unfairly targeting lawful gun owners, legal gun owners. And they say that a lot of these rules and regulations, the new law that will come into effect, specifically focuses on licensed sports shooters. They say will be unfairly impacted as well. There's also been criticism from conservative senators. We know that the bill passed with 60 to 24 support, and so certainly it had majority support in the Senate. But conservative senators say that this bill still has flaws, it has errors, and they feel as though the fact that there were no amendments made, no changes made in the Senate, means that these errors and these flaws will have to be addressed by future governments, they say. So certainly there is still some criticism today to this bill, but supporters feel as though this is a big win, and they say this makes Canadians safer against gun violence, Jamie.
That's CTV's Jeremy Sharon. We appreciate that report. Thank you.